everyone. Welcome to all the early peeps. Thank you guys for being here. I usually wait a few minutes to get things set up, but I'm ready. I'm good to go. I don't know about you guys. Should we wait a little for some more people to come in, or? I came across a video and I'm like, this looks kind of crazy. I love you guys too. Thank you so much. Your setup looks awesome. Thank you. Yes, so I got the lights going. This room divider that AB almost broke the other day by accident, and he had to like put the squares back in. And my cannon. And lots more to come. Hi Lena, big fan. Oh my god, thank you. Welcome, Ash. You guys are just the best. It's always so nice to start the stream like this. Okay. Hazel said, I'm ready to get traumatized and spooked. Traumatized, yeah. I don't know, like, these things are really, these documentaries we've been watching have really been taking a toll on me. Not in like a super bad way, but it's just like, God, this world is so much darker than you think. So let's do it. We are going to be watching Explorer Thus. Detective realizes the victim is actually the killer. I know some of you have seen this already, I'm guessing, since you guys are such big Explorer Thus fans. I mean, you guys introduced it to me. So let's do it. Yes, no spoilers, please, and thank you. Rain, thank you for the Prime subby. Hazel, that is true. They're awful to watch, but at least we got company. That's the idea here. Avery, thank you for the subby, 11 months. Oh my god, Sugar Solesa, oh yay, almost watched this earlier today. Perfect. Okay, Larry, you said spoilers kind of the title. Well, sometimes it still surprises you. But yeah, like the title, it definitely hooked me and it made me want to watch this. But doesn't mean that there's no other surprises in store for us. Sam and Kayla, thank you so much for the subby. 6 months! And Sounds of Darkness, thank you for the biddies. What do you guys say? Should we get started? Should we bring TikTok into this? The TikTokers? The contrast between this and your stream with AB yesterday is hilarious. That is very true, Beard and Chair. That is. I like the contrast though, so it's not too much of the same. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Yes, TikTok? Bring it on. Bring them on. Is the banner still up? Oh, we have it. That's gonna be our background, yeah. For the Jersey Shore streams. We must have our TikTok sister stream? Okay. Let's see. I just don't want people on TikTok getting annoyed at me. And like unfollow. I should just start tracking my followers before the stream and after. I have a theory maybe they get sick of me, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, no, I never get notified. I see your streams on TikTok. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Thank you guys. Carolina, thank you for the subby, because we just got a hype train. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Okay, that's it. I'm going live. You're relentlessly positive and we love you for it. Thank you. I love you guys too. I appreciate the TikTok streams. I often see those before the Twitch notification. Okay, awesome. I know that's the case for a few other people who've come in here before too. Which reminds me also, let me link the Discord. You can get notifications there. Ash, thank you so much. Subscribe with Prime. Pin it, let me pin it. I love that. I love that. So yes, the Discord is up at the top if any of you want to join that over there. And Nigees Niguel, thank you for the Prime subby. Hi TikTok. I am streaming on Twitch, and we all thought it might be a good idea to let you guys know too if you want to join. Do it.
Stay out here, dude. Y'all keep him right here.
Yeah, see the body.
See there?
Yeah.
I think they're locking your butt up, what I think. I think you've been lying to me this whole time. You did get them right. I think you're a liar, what I think.
Definitely did.
They found the body.
I don't give a damn.
You've got the freaking box. You've got the dead gun.
Man, I'm telling you, all I know is the guy told me that they were suspects in a murder case. The first thing that popped in my head was that gun. And I don't know what the is going on, but I want to know.
Is this our victim / killer? I told you, Larry, you never know what to expect. Oh my god, I didn't know y'all do crime stuff. Welcome, Yamson. Yes, we do. Dadgum? Why are you guys saying dadgum?
You're locking your butt up, what I think. I think you've been lying to me this whole time. You did get them right. I think you're a liar, what I think.
Definitely did.
I don't give
You've
a
got the
damn.
freaking box. You've got the dead gun.
Man, I'm telling you, all I know is the guy told me that they were suspects in a murder case. The first thing that popped in my head was that gun. And I don't know what the is going on, but I want to know.
I don't know either. I thought maybe she was our victim / killer, but I don't know. Now it's looking like this girl. Oh my god.
This is Samantha Wolford, a young mother, a wife, and an aspiring
Gary, thank you for the
YouTuber turned
subby.
ruthless killer.
Hey guys, I was asked to do a video.
I'm sorry, but can we just talk about how many cases we've seen so far where it's YouTubers turned killers? This is so crazy. Like,
15 weird things about me.
She has arrived at the sheriff's office for routine questioning after her husband was kidnapped during an alleged home invasion. It was an unthinkably sadistic plot. The abduction of a young father and a futile race against the clock to find him before it was
move
too
my
late.
closer. Is that better?
Rewind approximately 6 years. Samantha, a single mother of 10-month-old twin girls, was just 19 years old when she met 23-year-old Ernie Ibarra Jr., who was known to friends as Dagan. The two began a relationship which soon turned to marriage, and eventually
Yeah,
the
they're so
couple had
young.
3 children together. Although they were doing their best to get by in the small town of Mount Pleasant, located in Titus County, Texas, the relationship was already starting to crumble. It was no secret that the couple had their problems. However, it ended up escalating to a point of no return, and no one had anticipated things would end in such a shockingly tragic way.
Titus County 911, what's your emergency?
I have a home invasion. My niece is tied up. I am at the verge of untying my niece at this particular moment.
Okay, she's tied up
She is tied up
They
and
got
gagged.
the kids involved.
and gagged. Is that what you
Yes,
said?
ma'am.
Is there anybody else there?
Where are the kids? We have 5 small infants asleep.
5 small infants asleep?
Yes, ranging from 7 to 1.
Oh my god. Are these all of their kids?
7 to 1 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
Does she know,
Samantha, did you know who the suspects are?
can I talk to her? Is she able to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Hi, Samantha. I know you're upset, but I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Do you need EMS?
No, they didn't do anything to me. They hit me once.
She's advising no, they only hit her once. Okay.
I just asked my aunt if it was bruising or anything, and she said no, they hit me in the face.
Okay, they hit you in the face?
Yeah, they had me tied up and they dragged me down the stairs to face my husband. And when my husband went in to face me, they hit me in the face, like backhand slapped me. And so he looked at me then and they said, I thought that would get your attention. And I want you to stare at this woman. Do you want us to kill her? And he said no. And they said, then tell us the truth. And he said, I don't know anything.
When someone gives way too many details on a 911 call, this can be a warning sign that they may not be telling the truth.
She was giving like a little too many details. Because that's not something you talk about until like maybe in court, the interrogation room. Like when you call 911, it's like, I'm tied up. There's kids in danger. Blah blah blah. So that was an interesting note. Thank you. Is this Explore with Us, JCS?
The purpose of a 911 call is to get help immediately.
Explore with Us.
As Samantha is not currently in danger anymore, her primary focus should be on getting help finding her husband. Instead of requesting that officers be sent right away to search for him, she's telling an elaborate story about what supposedly happened. There's no sense of urgency in getting her husband found. If someone is lying on a call to emergency services, they may feel the need to offer up all these additional details
Architect, thank you for the subby. 11 months.
because they want to support their lie. Samantha's love for acting isn't a secret after all.
I've always wanted to be an actress. I think it is so much fun. I've been extras in movies. I've had small parts in like short films, and I've done plays. I think it is so much fun, and it is so beautiful. It is one of the most amazing forms of art ever, to be able to express yourself that way. I think it's amazing.
Members of the Titus County Sheriff's Office respond to the crime scene shortly after 2 a.m. Immediately, an investigation into the violent home invasion and kidnapping of Ernie Ibarra Jr. is launched. The following footage is raw body cam footage, recorded by Corporal Chris Durant and Deputy Ed Godoy, just minutes
Okay, but if she did this herself, she really messed the place up.
after the twisted crime took place.
Sheriff's office.
I'm upstairs. I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, are you still talking with Sheriff?
They told me that I have to stay.
Tell her you're here.
I did.
She still puts you
She
on
said
hold.
she still has a few questions for me before I can get off.
Let me have it and I'll take care of it, and you talk to them.
So, walk me through what happened.
I don't honestly know what happened. I was in bed asleep, and we heard a noise, and this like.
How do you guys think her acting is? Do you think she's as good as she said she is?
And I was
in her
able
YouTube
to
video?
open my eyes. Somebody grabbed me
Beard and Chair, thank you for the gifted.
and jerked me out of the bed and slammed me down on the ground and started tying me up and put a knife to my throat and told me don't move.
Okay.
They were punching me over and over and over, and just he was fighting back, and I was just letting him do it. And
What's your husband's name?
Ernest Ibarra.
Ernest Ibarra.
The Django Fat, thank you for the prime subby.
Okay.
The officer is conducting a typical investigatory field interview at this point. However, these statements can be admissible in legal proceedings. The body camera footage can be reviewed by investigators and inconsistencies discovered between initial contact and later interrogation.
One of them did say the name Luke, but that's it. That was all. That's only in identifying anything I've got. One of them said, "Hey, Luke," and the guy turned, but that's the only identifying anything I've got.
Samantha changing her voice to imitate the alleged intruder may be an attempt to dramatize the attack in order to make it appear more believable. Although her voice is emotional, she doesn't actually express much concern about Dagan, and instead seems focused on telling the story about everything that happened to her. It's discovered that Dagan's phone was also taken by the assailants.
They took his phone, but they didn't take mine. I had mine hidden. So I was able to.
So he's got his phone?
No, they have his phone.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. What's his phone number?
Dr. Pepper, thank you for the prime subby.
Huh? Well, I need that number. Get that number from my phone.
They cut my shirt off, and then after they made me stand there naked in front of him, threatening to do things.
Thank you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, she's a horrible actress.
To me,
That's
the
all.
guy said I can't do.
You were outside or here inside?
I was in the living room.
The living
When
room?
they took me out the living room.
Thank you.
He said, "Get you a shirt and get it quick, because I'm not this type of person." So I started rummaging through my closet. He said, "I said get it quick," and pushed the knife against my throat. So I just grabbed whatever shirt
Okay.
and put it on.
Okay.
But he grabbed my shirt and he started cutting it. And he cut it down the collar, and then he said,
What's your name?
Samantha.
Samantha
Wolford.
It is a very dry cry.
Wolford?
Where's that shirt at? Is it downstairs? What color is it?
It's gray sweater.
Gray sweater? Okay.
That's what I was sleeping in.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got, the front door's been kicked in.
As he dictates details of the crime scene to dispatch, Samantha handles her own urgent business. She sends out a text message that reads as follows.
Kill Day's phone. Oh, Day's her husband. Shut that shit down. That was from her.
Hey,
She texted that.
this is what we need to do. I need to do an emergency phone ping on, yeah. And I've got the cell phone number.
The phone service company is immediately contacted and hopes that the position of Dagan's phone can be traced and lead law enforcement to his location before it's too late.
Was the spray paint already on the walls?
Yeah, somebody broke in over Christmas time, or over Halloween time, and he's already been out here once over this.
Okay.
They cut his hair off. I don't know why.
Is that
his hair.
That's his hair?
That's his hair.
Okay.
And he said,
And you said those are the pants he had on?
he said you're gonna want something of your husband, and chopped a piece of his hair off and threw it on the floor.
And you said those are his pants that he had on?
Yeah.
Where's the sweater you had on?
I think that's it on the dining room floor. Or on the chair.
On the chair?
Gray sweater, it's got a cut all over it.
Okay.
I said I got another car pulling up. Let me go see who this is.
Due to the fact that I was dialing with my nose.
Hey, just stay out there for just a second for me, okay?
Yeah. She hasn't yet. I wonder if I should text her.
Can I go out there?
Well, let's get this checked out real quick. Because right now this is the most important thing, you know. Let's get this all figured out.
I don't see how me writing a statement is in the crucial hours of you finding my husband.
It is because, I mean, this may help you trigger something to help us, you know.
Is that 2:02 a.m.? His cell phone ping 0.86 miles from a resident in Pittsburgh.
You know anybody in Pittsburgh?
Contact Pittsburgh.
Samantha does, in fact, know someone in Pittsburgh, as it just so happens.
M. Contempt. Thank you for the subby.
As the deputy continues to gather information from Samantha, the corporal speaks with Samantha's mother, Rosie, and Samantha's Aunt Ginger.
Sir. How you doing?
Just fine.
You're the one that found her?
Yes, she's the one that found her. I'm the one she called.
Okay.
This case is detective realizes the victim is actually the killer.
So she called you first?
She called me.
Okay.
Bound and gagged, and then she called me. We live in Winfield. Do we have any idea where her husband is?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I'm assuming it has something to do with people that would be part of his circle. That's the only thing I could possibly put together.
I know. Oh my God, her whiny voice is too much.
Is that it had something to do with people that knew.
Samantha says that the intruders named someone she knows as the reason for the attack on her husband. For this person's privacy, as they were never proven to be involved in the case, we have redacted their name throughout. Samantha will continue to bring up this person's name throughout the investigation. Samantha sends out yet another urgent text message at 3:19 a.m. reading, At this time, investigator Chris Bragg arrives at the scene and the corporal begins to bring him up to speed. Interestingly, the investigator is immediately skeptical.
So they've got a pretty volatile past, and we've arrested him before.
Yeah.
Assaulting her and the infant. Make sure she didn't do something to him and then stay at the scene to make it look like something happened.
The investigator is developing what's called a theory of the case. This is the same theory of the case work that a prosecutor will do in order to paint a picture of the criminal activity, linking physical evidence, statements, and circumstantial evidence to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
Looked down and he had cuts on the top of his head, and they had him kneeling.
It is always sad when kids are involved.
Right here, and it cut part of his hair off.
After a brief search of the first floor, the corporal then guides the investigator to the
Why isn't...
staircase that leads to the bedroom where the attack began.
So they kick the door and they come up these stairs and get them before they're able to know what's going on.
And that's the only part that's getting me is how do you... They would have to either be familiar with the place to be able to do all that and know where they were asleep. And the babies are asleep in there.
Wait,
Both
no,
members of the sheriff's
no
office
kids
observed that...
died. Have I watched Explore this episode about Callie? No, I haven't. Downloaded Twitch to come watch. Thank you, Redhead Bex. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to know, were the kids hurt? It seemed like when they made the 911 call, they were just saying like who was there. So Samantha and then all the kids. I know, please no kids involved. I'm really hoping so too, but that's what I understood from the call.
the conditions in the home are not ideal for children to live in after viewing the area where all 5 children lay sleeping, though the body cam doesn't capture a clear view.
Pitiful conditions.
Yeah.
Pitiful conditions. You're from Tic Tac. Love you, Lena. So excited for Win If You Box. Troopas Unite. Thank you so much.
I'm not really seeing a whole lot of blood, though, for somebody that was pistol whipped.
The investigator proposes they have Samantha come upstairs to provide more specifics.
I haven't seen it or anything. All of that, I don't know what's going on with or what could have possibly got himself tied into caused this. But they kept saying, cause this. Asking for compensation, $20,000.
Remember this. It'll be important later on in the story.
If you would just hold tight with her, so I'm gonna go get some evidence bags and I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my camera, I'll be right back.
Are you guys trying to accuse me of something?
No.
What do you think, Samantha?
Her story immediately falls apart here, though Samantha's reaction is typical of someone caught in a lie. However, this is why all subjects under questioning should request counsel and refuse to answer questions. Police motives are not frequently known, though it's common to start with a large pool of suspects and eliminate them, rather than start with an empty pool and try to add likely suspects. This means you're immediately classified as a suspect or material witness until proven otherwise during the investigation phase.
What kind of gun is that?
The Glock.
Standard issued or?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it?
Hmm?
Can I see it? Can you take it out?
No. Then I gotta do paperwork.
Really? I just was gonna see comparatively to the gun they had. I don't know guns, but the gun he had wasn't very big, or his hand wasn't very small, one or the other. It fit pretty closely to his hand size.
This is a very odd request given the circumstances. It's noteworthy that in the midst of Samantha's chit-chat with the officer, she doesn't appear to stress that her husband is missing.
Oh my god, that is so true. She doesn't even seem concerned about her husband.
It's possible that this is her attempt to be friendly and distract the officers from the situation.
Hey Lena, just found out I'm pregnant with my 2nd child today. Great way to end the day watching your stream. Love you. Oh my god, thank you. Love you too.
Since she may believe...
Huh? Congrats. I'm sorry, I thought I said that. Congratulations.
at this point that police may consider her a suspect.
What them kept saying, took someone from us. The only thing I can figure is they're saying like narked on someone. They said something about now he's behind bars.
What time did y'all go to bed last night?
Around 11.
Just a couple hours before the invasion occurred. Next time, she'll have a different answer to the question.
How old your babies?
Youngest.
One. You got four? Five? They were in there squirming a minute ago.
Oh my god, and where? Squirming where? AB, thank you for the subby. And what, Melon? Thank you for the subby. She said, I gave up TikTok so fast, Queen. Let's go. Thank you.
Doing their thing.
Samantha doesn't seem overly concerned about her children, but it seems she's already growing impatient with the investigation. Little does she know, this is just the very tip of the iceberg. At 6:10 a.m., just a few short hours after the violent home invasion and abduction of Samantha Wolford's husband, Dagan, she arrives at the Titus County Sheriff's Office in northeastern Texas. It's here that the disturbing story will start to unfold. Samantha places a call to her mother, but displays almost no emotion during the course of the conversation. She appears very self-centered, and her behavior is quite strange for a woman whose husband is missing.
Oh my god, it's so obvious she's guilty.
Oh my god, it's not me. I'm sorry to death. Biscuits and gravy, no sausage. Biscuits and gravy, no sausage, and french fries.
Oh my god, yes, she's doing a Jodi Arias.
Samantha gives her mother a food order over the phone. It's surprising she has an appetite at a time like this.
So many
She
similarities.
lays on the floor, which is very childlike and is an unexpected behavior for an adult. Samantha consistently acts like more of a high school student rather than an adult mother of 5. Chris, the investigator, enters the room.
Have we heard anything?
We're still working on everything. You need your coffee. Sing for me.
I feel like there's something he hasn't been telling me, but I don't know what.
What's your gut feeling tell you?
I think it's something to do with.
What do you think would be going on with it?
Who is this person she keeps accusing?
I hate, and I'm usually right, and I hate that, but has a problem with getting involved in things that he don't need to be getting involved with.
Samantha seems to be setting up a potential motive as to why the attack and kidnapping may have occurred. She continually brings up the same person in her speculations about what may have happened.
See if they're using any drugs.
No,
What about you?
no, and I can take a test right now.
Madeline, welcome. Thanks so much for coming over from TikTok. What was the crying pizza Forbes said? So if anyone is just coming in, this lady, Samantha, she's very young. I think she's 22. She called 911 to report that her husband was abducted or taken, but they were hurt, and also the kids were in the house. But she claims that she was tied up and her husband, Dagan, was taken. But she's being very sketchy and suspicious. It's definitely looking like she did it. Like she killed her husband.
This is a convincing statement, which can be a red flag for possible deception. When someone is being truthful, they're more likely to just provide a straightforward denial. However, when someone is lying, they often feel some anxiety about whether they will be believed or not. So they may add on these types of convincing statements to support their lie.
And he has 5 children.
So have you had in the past used any drugs?
Me? No.
Never been involved in it?
It's interesting that Samantha states she's never been a drug user. However, David Smith, a former friend of both Dagan and Samantha, alleges otherwise.
Because there was one.
Oh, wait, hold the phone. Maddie said no, she may not be 22. I might be making shit up right now. No, I think you're right, though. She was, they said her age at the beginning. She was, like, really young.
that come out there that drove a little silver Jeep Liberty. He was supposed to be some kin to her, supposedly. But I found out later from Jeremy Rule that he was her pill dealer.
Needless to say, Samantha's credibility is becoming increasingly questionable.
You remember about what time it was when you went to bed?
I looked up at the clock and it was like 12:01, and I was like, yeah, you've got to get to bed because you have to be up in 5.5 hours.
Sure.
Samantha says she and Dagan went to bed at midnight, contrary to the 11 o'clock time she gave a responding officer at the scene of the crime, as you may recall. Already, her story is beginning to change.
What's your first memory of what's going on? What's happening?
Well, I took an Ambien, so it makes it a little harder for me to wake up. And I have a prescription with me if you want to see that.
What is she taking?
But when I can't sleep, it's supposed to shut your brain off so you can go to sleep, but also make it to where you can wake up fairly easy.
Samantha gives two more inconsistent statements back to back. When someone gives inconsistent statements, it can be a red flag that someone is lying. After telling one lie, there are likely additional lies that must be told to support the original lie. It can be difficult to keep track of everything they've already said, so liars may get tripped up on details and give conflicting information. It's possible that after she made the first statement about having a hard time waking up, she may have been worried about how that made her look, especially being a parent to 5 young children. She may be trying to backtrack because she wants to be viewed in a good light so that her story about Dagan is believed.
Of course. I remember at some point it was a little after 1, I saw the clock. Maybe on my phone. So it's still pretty foggy because it's fairly early to wake up after taking a sleeping pill.
Nothing adds up, considering she'd taken a prescription sleeping pill and was woken up suddenly. She shows little emotion and talks as if she's reading from a script. Individuals who've been traumatized rarely remember details in this way. Of course, this could be explained as Samantha trying to give the investigator as much information as possible in an attempt to find her kidnapped husband. However, the fact that Samantha has repeatedly given confirmation to the investigator that he can double-check her story, such as verifying her Ambien prescription, suggests that Samantha is trying to preemptively dismiss any suspicions the investigator might have about her story.
They said, do you want us to have to kill her too? And he said, no, please don't harm my kids. And they hit him in the mouth. Are my kids okay? And they hit him in the mouth and he said we wouldn't touch a child. And it flew out of his mouth. I don't know if it was a tooth or if it was just spit or blood.
Oh yeah, this little story, but cops said there's no evidence of blood like that anywhere of someone who was whipped with the gun.
Well, there was smell because they had the lights on down there. And that's when they started cutting my clothes off and making me stand in front of him naked.
This part of the story seems to be fabricated. The sweater she claimed to have been wearing had no obvious cuts.
Oh my God, she's so bad at this.
I tried listening to everything. They forced him to tell me not to call the police. And he said, don't call the police. And they punched me in the mouth with the gun. And said, that's not what I said for you to tell her. He said, please tell me what to say again. Please just repeat it. So they repeated it. I couldn't understand what they were saying because they were so close to his face and growling in his ear. He said, Sam, don't call the police. I don't care what happens. Don't call the police because they'll come back and they'll kill all the kids. Promise me. And he was screaming at me and I was like, I promise.
Oh
However, the 5 children nearby remained asleep through all of the chaos. The police, as well as Samantha's aunt, will scrutinize this assertion later.
I know you said something about some money or...
Yeah. He said, what do I have to do? Please don't kill me. What do I have to do? And he said, $20,000. You want to know what you have to do? Can you come up with $20,000 in the next 5 minutes? And he's kind of laughed.
Now, what did the handgun look like?
It was just black. I don't know anything about guns.
Could you know the difference between like a revolver and an automatic?
Oh, it was definitely like a police pistol. It was whatever those are.
Semi-automatics. It wasn't a...
It was small, barely bigger than his hand.
You may recall that she had specific questions for the corporal at the crime scene.
What kind of gun is that?
Hmm?
What kind of gun is that?
The Glock.
It's a
The
Glock.
investigator now shifts the conversation to a different aspect of routine investigation. It could very well be that this is where things start moving in an undesirable direction for Samantha.
Like I say, you two weren't fussing, you weren't fighting, didn't get out of hand, you didn't punch him, kick him, stab him, shoot him, nothing like that. I'm not gonna find out anything any different later once we get there, because the deputies, they're out there right now, basically searching your house from top to bottom for every piece of physical evidence that we can find to do.
Anything that'll help them find it.
Sure.
It could be a red flag that there appears to be a verbal and nonverbal disconnect here. She's shaking her head no while giving her permission for detectives to search her house. Partway through this statement, she switches to nodding her head yes, possibly realizing that she made a mistake.
Well, actually, say that's why I want to make sure, because we're going to be checking your phone records, your family's phone records.
Normally, when the police want to search something, the Fourth Amendment requires them to obtain a search warrant. Otherwise, the search is unconstitutional, and the evidence they obtain will be tossed out of court. However, the police can obtain certain types of records without a search warrant. For example, the police could get a suspect's call records from their phone company. Normally, this record will only show the police what numbers a person called and at what time.
I need to know the truth. I have to absolutely know the truth, that you had no possible involvement in this whatsoever.
No,
You love her?
I didn't. I wouldn't have gone back if I didn't.
What all are you willing to do to help me find him?
Whatever it takes.
But you don't know where he is?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
You're positive?
I'm positive.
You have absolutely no idea where he's at.
No, I don't.
Do you know who we can call to find where he's at?
The only one I can think is because they kept bringing him up.
Other than that, you have no
Other than that, I have no idea. None.
Her palms go up in the rogatory position, which indicates that she may lack confidence in her statement. Palms up while making a declarative statement is seen as a big red flag because it suggests the person is pleading with the other person to believe them and may be unsure in what they're saying.
He doesn't have any friends. I don't go out much. The one friend that I do really have lives in Sulphur Springs.
Right.
I don't like drama.
Thank you.
I don't like having outside chaos, so I just stay home.
Can you just give me some
I'm just
water?
a stay-at-home mom.
Samantha continues to attempt to steer the investigation towards the same person she named. She portrays herself simply as a stay-at-home mom. However, her homemaking skills seem to be lacking based on the condition of her house. As
Why
the
are you
police
guys-
observe the environment
Why are you guys saying she's juiced? Like lying? That's what I'm getting from it.
in the home is obviously not fit for children. In a report later drafted by investigator Chris Bragg, who is currently questioning Samantha, vivid details of the terrible conditions in the Ibarra household are laid out. The rooms are unclean and unsanitary, with trash,
Oh yeah, I ended it.
urine, feces, clothes, and dirty diapers scattered
my
on the floor.
God.
I'm obsessed with making sure an animal is being taken care of the way it deserves to be taken care of. They're like children. They can't take care of themselves.
Chris describes the children as dressed in dirty clothes and appearing not to have been bathed recently. We pick back up as Chris continues to press Samantha.
And I'm watching this guy punch him in the face with a guy over and over.
How'd that make you feel?
Horrible.
So,
I was hysterically bawling.
so it didn't make you feel glad or
No.
there's torture in there?
No.
Because you told me that you felt good about wanting to stab him, kill him.
At some point in time, everybody loses their temper, but have I ever acted out and hurt anybody? No. And you can look at my record on that.
When she says you can look at my record, this is what is known as a convincing statement. When someone is lying, they may make statements such as this that sound compelling in order to convince the other person. However, someone who's telling the truth is less likely to use convincing statements because the facts are on their side.
I have one count of criminal mischief, and that was because I tossed my keys to somebody and let them use my car.
Sure.
And they didn't have a license.
Now, when they cut your shirt off of you, was it
He totally brushed that off. I love that.
violent or they just took their
Yes.
time and just...
No, they jerked it out and started slashing at it with this apparently dull box cutter, and then when it didn't work, ripped it off over my head and threw it to the side.
So it wasn't completely cut in half or anything.
No, they started cutting like they were gonna cut it down or across, and the blade wasn't working, so they said and ripped it off over my head.
But as far as tonight, you had nothing to do with
No.
this. You don't know who did anything.
No.
You're positive about that.
Yes.
Well, what I need you to do for me is make me a list of everybody, you know, friends, family, contact numbers, his boss, where he works at Little Caesars, his boss where he works at the Talcott Woodcraft.
The investigator exits the room and leaves Samantha to her list. A few minutes later, Sheriff Tim Ingram enters the room and tries his hand at getting to the truth with Samantha.
And this is why that it's very important, honey, that we want you to be honest, because I'm going to tell you what, the evidence we found on the scene, it's just not matching. I don't think you harmed this boy, but I think you know who did, because if somebody's going to kidnap him, why is there his blood in y'all's pickup? Kidnappers ain't going to use their pickup to do something with him and then put him out there and put him in the truck and haul him back.
In his pickup, his blood?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody,
know.
it's apparent to me that somebody used his truck.
When someone is feeling especially anxious, their mouth and throat may become drier, which can lead to increased throat clearing, swallowing, or coughing. If any of these behaviors start or increase suddenly, it can be a sign to detectives that they're on the right track and need to question the suspect further. Samantha's cough here could be related to this. She may be panicked about the news that blood was found in his truck, and the cough is an attempt to reduce the discomfort and dryness she feels in her throat.
To take him somewhere after he was assaulted at y'all's house.
I told him that they got into his truck because they wanted his ID. Because they said they needed to verify 100% they had the right person, is what they said. I don't know if they were one of the people that hit him or not. They sent somebody out to the truck to get his wallet to check his ID. Came back in and said, yes, he is who he says he is.
Okay, well, that still don't explain why his blood is in that truck.
They hit him in the face like 100 times.
Well, no, but you said they went out and did it and got it. He was never supposed to be in that truck.
If they had blood on their hands and got in the truck.
No, it's drip blood. It's not.
It's drip blood?
Yes, he was in that truck. And this is what.
Oh my God, Samantha, what did you do?
What's going to look so bad is from your story, and this is why you don't have to be a suspect, and I still don't think you did it. I don't think you're strong enough to do it. But I personally, I think you're scared. I don't know if you had a boyfriend that he found out about.
The investigator is attempting to establish the existence of accomplices, and from there, the existence of one or more conspiracies.
I didn't have a boyfriend.
Okay. I don't know what the deal is, but Sam, you've got
you've got to confess.
Kids in the same room.
It's telling that Samantha says she's being as honest as she can. This may be another convincing statement. It sounds reasonable, but someone who's telling the entire truth likely wouldn't feel the need to make claims about being an honest person. In addition, Samantha's statement here may have some
Do you want to come show them what you're wearing? Can you? Why are you wearing that? Please explain.
This is fucking America, baby.
That says show us the drip. Here it is, guys. I don't know why.
It was for my character I do, but it looks flyer than I expected. That's the problem.
That says farmer drip. Oh, that character you're talking about? Oh, okay. Matt likes them too. Oh, okay, AB. We like it. Some people are conflicted and some people love it. No, yes, no overall slander here. I love overalls. Madeline, thank you for the Prime subby.
level of truth to it. She's being as honest as she can be without incriminating herself. Adding on "as I can" may be an exclusion qualifier, which allows her to tell the detective some of what happened while withholding information about her specific role in the crime.
There's just the whole layout of your house and the way you said they took him. It's just not making sense.
The interrogator is doing a good job of appearing neutral. Despite the evidence pointing to Samantha being dishonest with him, he makes it out as if he is on her side. The more she trusts the detective, the more likely she will be to confess.
Okay. All right. Well, finish writing your statement before we go back with you, okay? You need something to drink?
He left with my phone. Where did he take that?
Well, we've got a search warrant for your phone. That phone's gonna be ours for a while. Because the calls, every call you've made probably in the past year, we're gonna have to look at.
Okay.
Every text message, everything. So we've got a search warrant for your phone. Okay?
Okay. I'm telling you everything I know. I'm repeating everything they've said.
Okay. Well, just go ahead and do you got your statement. We'll get back with you in a minute, okay?
You can look at my record. I'm not somebody that gets into trouble.
Sit right there and told me the same story just like you're telling me. And, they tried to convince me. And in the end, when the evidence come in, they sat there and we knew all along they were lying. We knew all along the story was made up.
Detectives want suspects to think they know more than they actually do, or that they're about to find some crucial piece of evidence, leaving suspects panicking about how much police actually know. Investigators want suspects to feel the time pressure to confess, implying that it's in the suspect's best interest to do so before it's too late.
Does that work on her?
I will be the first person to come forward because I want it out.
So let me ask you something. How did you call for help if you was tied up?
I used my nose.
So they didn't take your phone in. They left your phone there.
They asked me if I had a phone, and I told them no. And they asked him,
So
and I told him no.
How'd you get to
I
it?
wiggled on my side.
Where was it? Where
I was on this side of the upstairs, and it was shoved up underneath the edge of the bed on this side of the upstairs.
Who did you call?
My mother was the first number on my call list. I just used my face. And
So instead of calling 911 for help, you called your mother?
how do you press 911 with your face?
Well, how did you dial your mother with your face?
I didn't dial my mother. I just pushed the first thing that was on there. It had just happened to be my mom.
Although Samantha may believe this is a reasonable explanation, you'll encounter another witness who will tell the sheriff's office that they observed Samantha with her phone simply laying on her lap in the aftermath of the attack. Next, the sheriff wants to hear about what's been going on in Samantha's personal life.
Well, now see, here's
That's
something.
what I'm wondering too. How did she unlock her phone? But maybe it wasn't like an iPhone or something. This was 2015. So no, it was.
Okay, so I don't understand. Maybe you can help explain to me. You talked about how much you love Ernie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But though you're talking to Brian, you're talking to Alan.
I'm not allowed to have friends because I'm married.
Oh no. No, not that kind of friend. When people like you, No, do you think that's normal for married people to?
In the world nowadays, in general, I think more people our age. I wish I could marry somebody like my dad. He's great to my mother. There's nobody else ever that could turn his eyes from her. He's the perfect husband.
Okay.
God knows I didn't marry anyone. He cheated on me more than once, and I think every once in a while to hear that I'm beautiful and to hear that I am an attractive person and that I am not the most horrible person in the world, it's nice.
This could be an attempt to not only justify her actions in talking to other guys, but it could also be a deliberate attempt to portray her husband in a negative light. She's hinting toward verbal abuse by claiming that he would tell her how horrible she is. This seems especially unusual given the fact that her husband is still missing.
Yeah.
Most people would avoid speaking ill of a loved one who's missing or recently deceased. She may be setting up a possible defense if it's later proven that she was involved in his disappearance.
Did Ernie ever look at your phone?
Yes, all the time.
Did he see those messages where you've been talking to them guys?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Nothing. He didn't particularly like it, but after what he put me through, he told me as long as I didn't bring anything home or do anything at the house, then he didn't want to hear about it. He didn't want to know about it. And I told him, I'm not cheating on you. Yeah, these guys tell me I'm beautiful and they tell me that I'm, and I go out to my mom's house and I go to the bar and I go dancing.
Earlier, Samantha claimed that she didn't go out much and was just a stay-at-home mom. Now that detectives are questioning her about the guy she was talking to, she suddenly changes her story. She may have given the first statement because it supported the narrative she was trying to weave, about how she was a homebody who didn't know anyone who could be involved in her husband's disappearance. However, now that detectives have evidence of her text with other guys, she needs to support this new narrative.
And yeah, I may have a little too much to drink and someone says, hey, can I have your number? And I may give it to them, but that's as far as it goes.
Samantha seems preoccupied with others recognizing her as beautiful, given her repeated use of the word to describe herself.
Yeah,
This
the Raven catching all her bullshit. You're right.
could be a possible indication of her having narcissistic traits.
Anyway, sorry, like this little button came up on the corner of my screen and I pushed it. Now my lighting is different and it's making my face look all splotchy and I don't know that I like it. I'm a little vain, I guess.
A narcissist requires excessive admiration. She may have felt like she didn't get the recognition from her husband that she felt entitled to, so she sought out that attention from other men.
Hey, in your statement, you might want to just go ahead and write in there after you talk about what happened tonight. You might just want to talk about and put in there that you have been friends with, because who's to say one of these guys didn't set it up to try to get you where you're single and I can come in and get you and just use that as a ploy.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I may know something without even realizing I know something.
The detective is laying groundwork for the theme development stage of the Reed technique by suggesting that one of the men who was interested in her had something to do with her husband's disappearance. If she can admit to this possibility, it will be easier for her to later admit to having knowledge of it, and then eventually to her confessing that she was actively involved. When the sheriff mentions that perhaps one of her male acquaintances set this up to make her single, she grasps at this idea as another motive. She may be realizing her story and acting aren't going over as well as she'd imagined. Once again, she's the victim. It seems she'll do anything to deflect attention from herself.
In October, things blew up. He laid his hands on me.
Oh my God, she's so guilty.
I put criminal trespass on him, not on his sister, because she was acting crazy and harassing me. My friend David Smith had talked to me earlier, said he might come by later that night. I told him it was probably not the best idea. Why? Ernie gonna be there?
Who's this David Smith?
He called in and reported that he was there. Then when he realized that I intended on giving him the chance to be the better person he says he's going to be, and to go through the criminal trespass or the anger management courses and go through and do what he says he's going to do, and I'm going to give him that chance out of home on his own without having a judge to force him to do it.
So Ernie's got a lot of anger issues.
Yes,
is he jealous?
severe. Yes,
Is he very
severe.
jealous of you?
This is different than what she said earlier about how Ernie told her she could do whatever with whomever, as long as it wasn't at their house. Samantha appears to enjoy being in the role of the damsel in distress, and having David Smith and these other men come and save her from her allegedly abusive husband. This is another example of Samantha's need for attention, which is common among individuals with narcissistic personality disorder.
Yes. David Smith hit him up because me and him had been hanging out. I hadn't intended on ever hearing from Dagon again, Ernie. I had never intended on speaking to him again. He cheated on me and he laid his hands on me. I was done. Well, his sister talked his way back in, and he said he loves you, blah, blah, blah. He wants to be with you. Well, I was on a Skype conversation with him, and David was at the house, and he heard it.
What did he do?
He got freaking furious and started freaking out on me and treating me like crap and threatening me. David, this guy that was a friend and only a friend, wanted to be with me. And when he realized that I had intended on going back to my husband, he freaked out.
I need to find out where David lives. If you say he lives close to you, I need to find out where he lives at. Rita? Hey, there is one other way that we can make absolutely sure and clear you. We can give you a polygraph test.
Would you mind me speaking to my mother before I completely agree to that?
Well, but now if you have nothing to hide, why would you want to talk to your mama?
Because
it's nothing against you personally, but just cops in general, you hear such negative things and how they are not out to help you, and CPS is the same way, and I just kind of want to get my mom and dad's opinion on if it's in my best interest.
You know what? You know what I think? I think it's not gonna be long. I think they're locking your butt up, what I think. I think you've been lying to me this whole time. You did get them right. I think you're a liar, what I think. I think you know exactly who did this, and I don't buy your freaking story for a minute. That's what I think. So I tell you what, let's do. Let's just get on with it.
It seems that the interrogator's anger is an intended tactic here. It evokes the desired reaction from Samantha, but it can also be a setback to the overall interrogation's progress. Any trust created is now gone. This is a change-up used only when there is overwhelming evidence against the suspect. Hearing this, Samantha may be experiencing the freeze response here. Her body is completely still, with her mouth hanging open. When someone senses danger, such as Samantha realizing here that police don't buy her story one bit, they may cease all movement. This is an instinctual response to danger. Movement invites attention, so freezing may make someone momentarily feel like they can lower the spotlight on them.
That's why I say I've tried to really be honest with you.
And that's why
I feel that you have done nothing but sitting here this whole time. If I'm gonna tell you right now, DPS is dang good at them. If you ain't got nothing to hide, and what bothers me is you even hesitate to take that, knowing it would positively clear you or to positively show that you're hiding something. But what's going to make you guilty is when we prove that you lied to us in here.
The sheriff indicates that lying will essentially make her guilty. This is somewhat misleading. Though, as stated previously, the police are legally allowed to mislead suspects so long as they do not coerce them into a confession. Nevertheless, the inconsistencies between Samantha's statements and the evidence could be used to suggest that she is aware of her own guilt and is using lies to cover it up. Therefore, the investigator is trying to establish knowledge of guilt, or more commonly referred to as consciousness of guilt. This is most often established by circumstantial evidence related to the suspect's actions or inactions after a crime.
That is the case that I do know who did it and why they did it.
Okay.
Doesn't that make me like an accomplice?
Nope, it sure don't. No, that makes you a scared mother with children.
Interestingly, Samantha asked the sheriff about being an accomplice. The law usually treats accomplices just as it would principals, meaning that accomplices can face exactly the same legal penalties. Most states hold a person criminally liable if they aid or abet another in the commission of a crime. The classic example of this is a getaway driver for a bank robbery. Importantly, this is a distinct concept from conspiracy. A conspiracy is when two or more people make an agreement to commit a crime, and at least one individual within the group takes some overt act towards committing the crime. In such a case, all conspirators are criminally liable for the conspiracy.
The only other thing I know, and I don't even know, I know,
okay,
but it's a suspicion.
Okay.
One sec, I'm still listening. I'm just gonna go throw this away.
I've been up in the hospital with my friend Charlotte.
Okay.
And she's got a guy there, and I swear to God, I cannot go up there that I said any of this.
Okay.
Because they have a lot of friends around here, and my life will be in a lot of danger.
Okay.
But the only other thing I know is venting to her and talking to her about problems. Like I just told you, I have a problem with talking to my friends about our problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have many of them. So when I do get with one of my friends, I want to talk about any problems we might have had. And honestly, lately, it hasn't been many.
Okay.
We have had problems in the past, and I haven't seen Charlotte in a long time.
Okay, go with it.
And she's got this guy in the room with her, and he gets to talking about how a man shouldn't treat a woman that way, and how you don't do those things to a person, and he's going to deal with the situation. I didn't take him seriously.
Okay, you see, Sam, you know who did this, but that does not make
But I
you
don't
guilty.
have any proof that he did. I just have what he said.
Okay, who is this guy?
His name's John.
John who?
His Facebook is Rebel, John Rebel. It's John, I don't truly know his last name, but his Facebook says John Rebel.
At this point, it seems Samantha's crying could be attributed to the fact that her story isn't yielding the results she'd hoped for. rather than because Dagan is missing. This behavior is consistent with her narcissistic tendencies. At this time, Samantha first mentions an acquaintance known as John Rebel. Herein begins a turning point in this complex story
I came right in
as
time.
a new persona begins to evolve.
He's got a brother named Greg. He's got a really bad history as far as...
Who's Greg?
I was told he's an informant. I don't know Greg's last name
Where does
either.
John live?
I don't know. I know that he's been staying with Charlotte.
So if he did this, who do you think he'd bring with him?
I don't know any of his friends.
Oh no, Samantha.
But yesterday at the hospital, he had a guy that I do know from town with him. His name is Tay.
Who?
Tay Rhymes.
Samantha is beginning to let all of the cats out of the bag. In just a few short minutes, she's implicated John Rebel, who will soon be identified as John Sanford, and Tay, whom investigators will learn is a man by the name of
Oh my god, but John really exists.
Octavius Rhymes.
And Tay.
The pace of the investigation is beginning to accelerate and will continue to pick up speed as the disturbing details begin to surface.
Did they do something to let you know that there was them inside that house?
Not 1,000% particular, but I'm pretty sure it was him. The height and the weight and the way he was talking all gangster.
You pull yourself together and get to writing, and we need to arrest these folks and keep them off the street where they can't hurt you and your children.
There was a third person with them.
Okay, who do you think it was?
He's got people that's staying with him.
Who, John Rebel?
Oh my
we were in the hospital together before this happened in my house.
Yes.
Tay was with him. There was another guy, I don't know his name, but he pretty much fits the bill of the third guy.
There was three people?
Yes, at the house there was 3 people. And at the hospital yesterday, you can look at the cameras, there was 3 people.
So they have them on the video camera there at the hospital?
At the hospital, yes.
Okay.
There was Tay and that guy and this third party. The one that I said was basically like...
Yeah, oh my god, all of a sudden she has names. Earlier she was saying, I have no idea who would do this to us.
The ringleader that was bossing everybody around. The other 2 really didn't talk much other than a word here and there. But it was the big guy, the third party that was at the hospital.
She claims not to have known the third man at the hospital, but she's prepared to shift all of the blame in his direction.
The only thing I know about the heavyset dude is they called him JoJo, but they told me that wasn't his name. They said I believe they said it was Jose.
Samantha reveals quite a bit about this third person. Samantha gives a detailed story about where JoJo lives and knows that everybody calls him JoJo, despite saying just moments ago that
wait, JoJo does exist too.
she just met these individuals. Also, another significant item to note. Do you recall when the corporal at the scene learned of a ping on Dagan's phone from dispatch?
0.86 miles from a residence in Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
He asked Samantha if she knew anyone in Pittsburgh, and she had no reply. Well, it turns out she did. Tay and JoJo were both residing in Pittsburgh.
Wait, so Samantha is not the killer? Was it Tay and JoJo? Or John Rebel? I thought she's just making up names, but these are real people.
She heads out for a smoke break as members of the sheriff's office prepare to head to the local hospital, determined to intercept 2 suspects that have been frequenting Charla's room for days. Both John and JoJo are apprehended at the hospital at 9:39 a.m. As you'll see, each interrogation will be damning, to say the least. The clock now reads 10:10 a.m.
Ooh, are they gonna bring them in for questioning too?
The other party that was picked up at the hospital by the sheriff's office, a man by the name of John Sanford, a.k.a. John Rebel, is seated in the interrogation room. He's dressed in black pants and a black long-sleeve shirt. The clothes match Samantha's description of the assailant's dress provided to law enforcement. Clearly, John is quite comfortable here. He may be thinking that if he engages with law enforcement, they'll believe him or go easy on him.
John, you know what this is about, buddy. You know exactly what it is. You know what happened over at Samantha's house last night. That's what we want to talk to you about, okay? I'm gonna Mirandize you. You know you're right. You don't have to talk to me if you don't want to, and that's fine. I hope you decide to, because I think there's some things you probably gonna need to tell
La Rod, thank you for the
me.
subby.
Your side of the story, and see if it's gonna match Samantha's, because Samantha, I'll be honest with you, she's pointing the finger at JoJo. She said you was with him. Now, do you wanna talk to me just a little bit about this?
Yeah,
Okay, well, let me tell you what they're saying first, because I think you'll be honest, because, our bear's dead. He's dead. But now,
John Rebel's name isn't actually John Rebel. He's John Sanford, aka John Rebel.
according to Samantha, you was just a bystander. Why, JoJo beat the living crap out of him up in that room where we got blood and collecting evidence.
Anytime there are multiple suspects involved in a crime, police will want to separate them as soon as possible so they don't have a chance to get their stories aligned. Police may often plant the seed of doubt that the others are implicating them, leaving each suspect with the decision dilemma of whether to confess or remain silent. The detective is also utilizing a read technique here of placing blame on an outside source rather than on the suspect himself. This will make it easier for John to admit his involvement because the detective is building the theme that John was just a bystander and not the main perpetrator. Additionally, in this situation, it's likely that there are no real bystanders from a legal standpoint. Under a theory of accomplice liability, if the prosecution can prove that John aided or abetted the murder of Dagan, John would be in the same legal jeopardy as the person who pulled the trigger.
Okay, this all started yesterday. Like you said, yeah, we talked to her about her problem with her husband and all that. Never did I plot to kill the guy. I have a problem with males hitting females.
And I do too.
She did say that there's been times it's crossed her mind to do stupid shit, this and that.
Like what?
Like, basically, like, get somebody to f them off. Like, not kill them, but like just beat the shit out of them, set them up, shit like that, right? And I told her, I said, well, damn. I said, you're talking to somebody that could do that, but I wasn't going to, though.
John now begins his account of the previous night, beginning with a quick stop at Samantha's house.
JoJo had the keys. He was passenger seat.
In front?
Yeah, passenger seat.
Who was driving?
I drove because...
Okay. Who was with you?
It was me, JoJo, and the dude in the back seat I have never seen a day in my life. Except for... I do know...
Tay, maybe.
All I know is he was related to Tay.
Yeah, because I think I know who he is.
John indicates that someone related to Tay was in the back seat, and that Tay wasn't with the three of them in the car.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I have seen them because I have been running around Pittsburgh, but unless they live on Cypress Street, I don't know who they are.
Okay, I got you. Okay, well, go ahead. Y'all all three together.
So...
You was driving, but you didn't have the keys.
Didn't have the keys, and I really didn't have a choice because I like my life.
John seems to be trying to suggest that it was actually JoJo who was directing the scheme, and now seems to be implying that JoJo...
Oh my god, so what? Samantha's not lying? There's no way. There's no way.
threatened him into driving. Notably,
Also, yeah, I wonder who JoJo was gonna play.
duress can be a defense to some crimes. However, it's typically not a defense to the crime of murder. John gives his rendition of what occurred at the Ibarra home.
They go in, I'm the only person that knows the layout to the house. So JoJo asked me, like, where they sleep at? And I just walked up, stopped, and told them, man, look, upstairs. They didn't go up. I have to go up in the middle. It was JoJo, me, and then the last dude. We go up.
She could have been involved still. I don't know. I feel like they would have started hinting at it by now of her involvement. Like, there's no way they're gonna be okay with them getting caught and not her.
And that's when all hell breaks loose. Beat the living hell out the dude. Honestly, me personally, I do not believe Samantha really had a hand to play in it. I think that what she was saying just kind of got took too far.
Okay, so what happened? Who beat the hell out of him?
JoJo and the other guy.
John is awkwardly using his hands as he talks, despite being handcuffed. People may increase their use of illustrators to make their lies sound more believable or give off the impression that their story is true. Jose Jojo Ponce is in the hot seat. Needless to say, things aren't looking good for JoJo, who's now dressed in orange prison
Why only JoJo?
attire.
Like Jonathan is really he's putting this whole thing off on you, and said that you're the one that wanted to go in there, and he kept saying that you said something about like maybe you had a bad dope deal that went bad.
I don't even know. Matter of fact, I specifically told them when she told me who her husband was, right there in Octavius' house. Mm-hmm. When she told me his name, I told her. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know him.
JoJo said, well, what do you think you can do? You think you can come up with 20 grand in 5 minutes?
John mentions that JoJo demands Dagan produce $20,000 within 5 minutes.
I'm so confused. Like, how? How is this going on? I really thought Samantha was making it all up.
If he wants to fix things. This is almost exactly what Samantha told the police. This could be because it's true. However, if you watch Samantha's interrogation footage, it's clear that she's trying to paint the incident as drug-related.
Cause this. Asking for compensation, $20,000.
And this may simply be a story that the group concocted to tell the police.
JoJo telling me, all right, stay here and watch him. Dude's out cold. I'm talking about folded up, basically like literally like this, on the ground. When we got outside the house, they had him up against the truck, and still behind the back, had his face down like this.
What part of the truck?
The hood of the truck.
Are they talking about Dagan right now? About Ernie? Like what they did to him?
That makes sense. That's where, okay.
The investigator catches himself here just before he almost lets out a piece of evidence. Retaining key evidence is a way to corroborate testimony and also to tie physical evidence to one or more suspects.
They went through the truck. And at this point is when I start thinking, damn, what the really going on? Because they put the dude in the back seat. So we go. We leave. As we're going, they tell me, I go here, whoa, I'm driving. We go all the way out to the country. Get out to the country. Next thing I know, they walk off. They're all like, go start the vehicle. Go start the vehicle, he throws me the keys. So I'm like, what the f? So I start running back to the vehicle, and in my mind process, this is my neck of the woods now.
So you know where you're at?
Yeah, this is my neck of the woods.
We're going to go out there, me and you. We're going back out there. Because everything you're saying so far is matching 100%.
Before I make the vehicle, all I hear is pop.
Who's got the gun?
JoJo does.
Note that John is named JoJo as the trigger man. As you'll see, there won't be a consensus when it comes to this brutal aspect of the crimes.
Hey, listen, man, everybody's done pointed the finger at you as being the one that pulled the trigger.
That's what I'm saying, dude, and I didn't.
Who pulled the trigger then?
Jonathan.
Despite claiming that John pulled the trigger, there are still at least 2 ways in which JoJo could still be criminally liable for the murder. First, under a theory of accomplice liability, if the prosecution can prove that JoJo aided or abetted or had the requisite intent for John's murder of Dagan. Second, if the prosecution can prove that JoJo had entered into an agreement with Samantha or John to carry out the murder, he could be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. The sheriff seems satisfied that he's gathered all pertinent information from John. He leads John out of the room. The next task is the somber duty of locating and recovering Dagan's body. Sheriff Tim Ingram and investigator Aaron Baxter, along with their helpful suspect, John Sanford, depart the sheriff's office as Chief Deputy John Livingston follows closely behind in Aaron's vehicle. Aaron wears a body camera to document the events that are about to transpire. Be forewarned, things are about to take a drastic turn for the worst as members of the Titus County Sheriff's Office begin to uncover the true horrors that occurred earlier that very morning.
Well, you think old Cuz went to bed after all this? You think he's home in bed? I honestly don't know. Who will know who Cuz is other than in case the crib will talk to me? Who's going to know this guy's going to get him quick before he tries to do anything?
Almost anybody in Pittsburgh that really...
So why is John leading them to the body?
Is that what everybody calls him, Cuz?
The sheriff asks John, who will be able to identify the mysterious third party, known to us only as Cuz, will soon learn his true identity.
Yeah, see the body.
See there?
Yeah.
That's him.
Definitely did.
Okay. What we need to do now?
You found the body?
Dead. He's not gonna be alive.
In
What
the
we need to do
woods?
now is 2 of us need to break off and take him and use the recorder and let's go get that gun.
Sadly, Dagan's body is located at 11:28 a.m. Aaron places a call to the Camp County Sheriff to alert him of the murder within his jurisdiction. Meanwhile, back at the Titus County Sheriff's office, an anxious and fidgety Samantha has returned to the interrogation room. The clock now reads 11:45 a.m. It seems Samantha hasn't been informed that Dagan was located, deceased, approximately 17 minutes earlier. While the members of the sheriff's office are locating the potential murder weapon, Samantha occupies herself by writing on the dry erase board in the interrogation room. Just as Samantha leaves the room as the clock reads 11:58 a.m., Aaron's body camera recording resumes. The sheriff, John the suspect, and the 2 investigators, Aaron and John, head to the home where the gun is believed to have been stashed. Note that the woman seated on the front step of the home
This is the woman from the beginning.
Lacona Slayton. Her connection to the case will be revealed to you shortly.
Come up to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey,
What?
thank you. I appreciate you, man.
I need
Won't take us but a minute. We'll be done.
Stay, you know everything. Like, dude.
Hey, John. Where's that gun at?
It was out here, but it's apparently not out here.
Who got it?
I don't know. Y'all arrested me.
Why ain't it out here?
I don't know. No, I swear to God, I don't know.
the box, and the box is
I was in a lockbox.
So you already knew the gun was involved.
No, she has no
I didn't
clue.
know about-
She has no clue about nothing. I'm telling y'all that now.
So
I haven't.
She don't know nothing about
She has
nobody.
no clue about nothing.
here's the deal, all right? We need the gun. You could be charged with the same thing.
She was.
I
not
know
here.
what the.
You could be an accomplice to murder, capital murder. That's the death penalty. So if you know where the gun's at,
She knows where the gun's at.
you
She
need
got the
to
box.
you need to go
I
ahead and
don't
tell
know where
us.
the gun's at. I just told you that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity.
Dude, you can
Give me the
handcuff
gun.
me. I don't
Well,
know where the
that's
goddamn
probably
gun's
fixing to
at.
happen. That's probably about to happen because I think you're a liar.
I don't
You've
give a
got the
damn.
freaking box. You've got the dead gun.
Where'd the gun go?
I don't know.
So why'd you get the box?
I don't care, man. I didn't do
That you must be about as low life as that husband of yours.
He ain't f***ing husband.
Well, you with him. About the same thing.
Whatever.
The sheriff and Lacona are referring to JoJo here.
What's that?
Oh yeah, you remember enough to come home and get that box, that gun in it, don't you?
No, I remember to come home and check the f***ing box.
So the gun's not in the tent?
I don't know. Go check the tent. I don't know.
Is it okay if I check the
Yes,
tent?
it is okay.
Okay. And where's it at?
Right behind the house.
Okay.
After a dramatically heated exchange with Lacona, the sheriff and Aaron head to the tent, which currently serves as Lacona's home, to attempt to locate the gun. A search in this case does not require a warrant. When someone with a controlling interest gives permission to search a premises, including a tent, it's an exception to the warrant requirement. Back at the sheriff's office, Samantha is again writing on the dry erase board. As a couple of written questions are directed at the sheriff's office, she continues to put on a show. These behaviors are once again very childlike and immature. Oftentimes, individuals with personality disorders will display immature behaviors. In high-stress situations in particular, they often regress, and these behaviors become much more evident.
They're gonna find it.
There you go, right there. I bet you. See the
No way.
the gun. Gun. Well,
Peter had his gun.
Why the hell would I tell you
They found it just like that?
Go look in the tent.
It wasn't in the tent.
Well, I don't know where the...
All we want is the truth.
Man, I'm telling you, all I know is the guy told me that they were suspects in a murder case. The first thing that popped in my head was that gun. It was not in the box where it was always at, and I don't know what the is going on, but I want to know.
Okay, well, just like the other officer told you, we're investigating a murder. All right? There was a guy killed last night. He was executed. He wasn't supposed to have it, was he?
Do we think Lacona is innocent?
No.
Convicted felon or?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you know, that guy's got a family, and they're going to want to know what happened to their son and father. I mean, the guy's got kids, young kids. And so we're just trying to gather the facts up and get justice for this guy's family. Is there anything that you can tell me at this point that would help us with our investigation?
Other than that, if I think he would have did something like that, yeah, because he's pulled it on me before.
He's pulled the gun out on you before?
Yeah.
All right.
I know I've prayed, but damn, I didn't think I was gonna split up with him like this.
This important piece of information, which was uncovered due to the officer's catch-all question, may explain why Lacona didn't reveal the gun's location. It's possible that if she did know where it was, she kept the location secret for a much different reason than avoiding trouble herself or protecting someone else. Instead, she may have been fearful of retaliation from JoJo if she talked. We've yet to hear JoJo's side of the story, but it's going to be hard to dig himself out of the hole that seems to be getting deeper by the minute.
JoJo's
The members
in
of the
trouble.
sheriff's office depart with the recovered weapon that was believed to have been used to execute Dagan. Investigator Aaron Baxter sits down with Lacona on February 24th, just 4 days after Dagan was killed. During our last encounter with Lacona, when the handgun was retrieved near the tent that served as her place of residence, she seemed to insinuate that her days with JoJo were numbered. However, she initially referred to JoJo as her fiancé at this meeting. It may be that she had a change of heart and decided against ending the volatile relationship after all. As a result, she may be less forthcoming in her interview than the sheriff's office would have hoped.
You know, the other day when we were over there with the gun, what made you think that gun was used to you just had a gut feeling?
I just had that feeling. It was a feeling because I don't know, it was just a feeling.
And you said that Jose had pointed at you before?
Yeah, in the past, but he would never, when it comes to other people, he's not mean. He's a coward. When it came to me, it was different. Other folks, he was a coward. He always backed down for fights and stuff. And I just don't understand. I don't see, I just don't understand. What? Why? JoJo didn't even know her. As far as I knew, Jonathan was the only one that knew her. Then I found out Tay's known her, Jonathan's known her. JoJo didn't know her, so why would he even... I don't know.
Lacona seems genuinely confused about the conspiracy and why JoJo would participate, seeing as he hadn't met Samantha until the day before the murder. According
This is what an innocent person looks like then.
to future testimony provided by John, the three men smoked methamphetamine while en route to the Ibarra household. Perhaps this claim could explain the violent behavior seemingly uncharacteristic.
And also, yes, she's wearing an Echo sweater. Someone else said, oh, she got the Echo Unlimited drip. Sheesh. Because this is how I think AB dressed when he was like in middle school, early high school. I think he was saying he used to wear like super baggy clothes, like Echo. And are you still awake? What other brands do you wear? Like he liked Sean John and Rocco wear.
Stick of JoJo.
So why don't you never found that gun in my tent? I promise you didn't.
Where do you think I found it?
I know exactly where you found it, which is in the spot that Jonathan hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan put it there? Seriously?
Yes.
JoJo seems to believe that by knowing where it had been hidden, he can somehow pin the murder on John.
Jonathan pulls his pistol out and he hits him with it.
Vigil B, thank you for the prime subby.
In his waistband.
Whose pistol is it?
Jonathan's.
That farm, yeah, you guys know.
Beats me.
Clearly, JoJo's story is not agreeing with John's version of events. Most significantly, JoJo claims the gun that was allegedly used to murder Dagan belongs to John, though JoJo is unsure where or how John obtained it.
Alright, and the gun that we got out from under the house, that's the gun that I guess it
Oh
was
my god,
on
hold
the
up.
hose.
South Pole. Yes, that one too. Even I had a South Pole jacket.
It was mine. It was a gift to me from him. It was mine.
Okay.
Most importantly, perhaps, Lacona confirms that the handgun that was recovered near the tent belongs to her and JoJo, not John.
What I need to do, I've got Samantha's version.
Samantha is the ringleader. I never met her until yesterday.
So you just up there with Charlotte and them, that's when you met.
That's when right, yes, sir. I met Samantha. And I met her 5 kids. We all left. We get to Walmart. We're at Walmart for a little bit. All of a sudden, Octavius Rhymes walks up to me. He said, man, I gotta go. I said, why? He's like, my mom just called me and cussing me out, telling me I better get the damn car home. So I well, let me go find Jonathan real quick. Let me ask Jonathan if he can give us, me and my wife, a ride home back to your house. When Jonathan took me home that afternoon, though, Octavius was home. Octavius ended up leaving with Jonathan. They left together. Me and my wife stayed home. All of a sudden, around after 7 or 8 at last night, they showed back up. This time, they showed up with Octavius, Jonathan, Samantha.
Oh, you are? Sure. Thanks. What should I get from the gas station?
And her kids. Jonathan pulls me to the side. Take her, I need to talk
Sour
to you.
Patch?
I don't know what's up. He's like, look.
Yes.
Oh, talking about Samantha. He said, Samantha.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Funyuns. Thank you, Avery.
Wants us to.
Oh, Avery, what was that? That YouTube, the short film on YouTube that you suggested? Because it looks like this one's almost done, so maybe we could watch that after.
Do something. And he wouldn't tell me full details until we went to the place. All of a sudden, he tells me, he said, look, I just need you to stand guard.
JoJo describes what is called a criminal conspiracy between himself and John to commit the crime of kidnapping. Another important revelation is JoJo's claim that Tay was a willing participant in the conspiracy, despite Samantha's and John's initial reluctance to implicate him. It turns out that old Cuz was actually Tay all along. Let's hear it straight from the source.
Okay.
Meet Octavius Tay
Okay,
Rhymes,
Tay.
whose identity Samantha and John attempted to conceal initially. Tay had requested a meeting with the Titus County Sheriff's Office with the intention of getting a deal in the works. However, Tay was informed that he'd need his lawyer to handle the negotiating with the DA's office. While seated with investigator Wayne Miner, Tay went ahead and pleaded his case.
I should have spoke to y'all without a lawyer, but I admitted to y'all, that I was in the vicinity when they took the dude from his home. But I didn't realize that they were planning on doing. So like I said, I know y'all ran my criminal background history already. I don't have no violent background, I don't have no felonies, no misdemeanors. No, I've never been in no serious trouble like this ever. So I'm trying to work with y'all, but I can't really give y'all no more information if there ain't no deal on the table.
Striking a deal is quite common in criminal cases, especially those with multiple defendants. Often, the prosecution will offer a more lenient sentence to the accused in exchange for the accused providing information to the police or agreeing to testify against one of the other defendants. However, it's important to note that a criminal defendant cannot make a deal with the police. Only the prosecutors are authorized to make deals with defendants. Therefore, any sort of deal that the police make with Tay wouldn't have any legal effect, unless, of course, such a deal was approved by the prosecutor's office.
I stayed downstairs the entire time.
And then, but she whistled.
that means she was downstairs. Because like I said, me, Octavius, and
How'd she whistle? Was it like that or?
Yeah, like that. That's what I'm saying. She was downstairs. She had to be.
But you didn't see her?
No.
And so who went back in when she did that? Jonathan did.
And all of a sudden, Jonathan comes back out and says, "Come here, cuz I talk to you." So we walk over here. And he's like, her mom just called, say she's that a friend, she's sending a friend over to see her or whatever, something like that.
What?
He's like, so she said, we got to go. We need to go now.
JoJo claims that Samantha told them to move quickly. Records indicate that she called her mother to alert her.
Other side of the box. Okay, so this thing's almost done. Parallel Alliance, thank you for the idea. You can put it in Discord in the suggestions channel just so I don't forget. The Iceman tapes today? Oh no. I don't think I saw that one in Discord either. But yeah, so this one's almost done. And then we got a short scary movie to watch. Thank you, Avery.
Of the attack. Because her mother's home was an hour's drive from Samantha's, she assumed that would give the men ample time to leave the premises with Dagan. What Samantha didn't anticipate was that her mother would send a nearby aunt to her rescue.
What?
There's no way JoJo could have known this bit of information if Samantha wasn't in on the ruse.
And so we left.
They arrive at a secluded area that serves as their
So the mom and the aunt are in on it too?
destination.
But yes, I watched Stephanie Lazarus. That was so creepy.
Hey, looking at me, I'm looking at him.
Oh! Wait. Oh my god. Christy, thank you so much for the gifted. Food shot out of my mouth. She said, "Did I kill Lena?" I don't even know what just happened, but I literally almost choked on something and it shot, like, sprung out of my mouth. Oh my god, that was so gross. But thank you so much for the gifted. That's true. At least I didn't choke. Oh. Okay. Okay. Girl dies from some gifted subs. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the next true crime documentary.
Jonathan looks back at us. Jonathan pulls it out. He's holding it. All of a sudden, I tell him, "Man, dude, you're too close, dude. You shouldn't take the man's life, but you're too close to the road." Tay's looking, Tay's like, "Man, you really are."
You're interested, Lena. I'm worried you're gonna have a cardiac episode one of these days. No, don't say
I
that.
said, "It's gonna be loud."
This moment is key, as with this statement, JoJo may have just admitted to being an accomplice to Dagan's murder. By admitting to the sheriff that he told John to move further from the road before killing Dagan.
Also, sorry for pausing still. Where did that go? Oh, okay, there. Alana said that would have been bad since AB isn't there. I wondered, do you guys think he'd be able to save me? I'm sure he knows the Heimlich by now. When he was choking at the sizzler, I did not know. I had no idea. I just stood there in fright and fear. Yeah, oh my god. It was like the most horrible feeling ever, just watching him suffer and not knowing what to do. But do you think he would know how to save me?
Again, prosecutors could argue that JoJo attempted to aid John in his murder of Dagan, leaving JoJo equally culpable for it.
All right, hold on a second. Drink your Coke, and I'll be right back.
While JoJo waits for the sheriff to return, he's well aware that the camera is still rolling.
You guys, that's true. Cold Dude says he seems like a quick thinker. Oh, he reacts so fast. It's amazing. I always say he has cat-like reflexes.
I don't understand how the hell you're gonna blame me for shit that he did.
Avery said, I'm certified in CPR and the Heimlich, so if you can read chat under pressure, I can tell you how to save yourself until Avery returns. Oh my god, no, I'm the most panicky person ever. There's no way I'd be able to do that.
Okay. I went because he asked me for help.
Too bad,
Do you know
JoJo.
what time that they took Samantha home?
To be honest, I believe it was before midnight, but I couldn't really tell you the time. I don't remember the times. I think it was before midnight though, because she was talking about how the kids were getting sleepy and she needed to get to the house. Something about her man was asleep or something, and she didn't want him waking up and getting mad at her.
No question about it, Samantha has been caught in a lie. Cell tower records give us the real story. Despite Samantha's attempts to deceive law enforcement, her phone wasn't near her home until approximately 10:30 p.m. on February 19th, just a few hours before the invasion. A major development in the case occurs just 3 days after the murder of Dagan, though it would be a stretch to say it came as a shock. Samantha is arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping and murder. In the end, the failed conspiracy resulted in lengthy prison terms for all involved. John and JoJo pleaded guilty the following year, in April of 2016. They received 50-year sentences for their roles in Dagan's
So what's the
kidnapping.
point of pleading guilty? I thought you were supposed to get like a less harsh sentence. Oh, maybe like instead of the death penalty. Oh man, this is just so sad. And oh, and it's basically done too, but it's so sad for like the kids too. 5 kids now. Their mom was involved in their dad's death, and their mom's away in prison for life.
And murder. Months later, in December of 2016, Tay went on trial. It didn't go as he'd hoped, however. He was found guilty of murder and aggravated kidnapping and was sentenced to a total of 93 years. Last but not least came the mastermind behind the whole terribly designed plot. Samantha went on trial for Dagan's murder in September of 2017.
She's a ringleader.
Not surprisingly, she was found guilty. She was sentenced to 99 years. In addition, she received another 50 years for the kidnapping to be served consecutively with her murder sentence. To this day, it is still unknown who pulled the trigger and killed Dagan.
That is so sad. And it's like
The following interrogation.
Ooh. Whenever they tell us the sentences, I'm always like, oh my god, or what? Like it always shocks. I'm always taken back, but at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, of course. Like, how do you put a time on when the punishment for someone who kills another human? It's just so like crazy. Like, how do you do that? She got 149 years. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just not fair for her to be not in jail. She gets to live her life normally outside of prison. It just doesn't make sense after you've killed someone. Unless you're the Barbie killer. You only do 12 years after killing your sister. And others, but I mean, and your little sister. Still can't believe that case. Well, luckily we have something else to watch. It's a short one, guys. Recommended by Ravery. Horror short film, Other Side of the Box. Okay, one sec. Let me just reply to a text real quick because I don't want to be distracted here. I'm muted? Oh, this is. Oh, thanks, Avery. You're the best. So true. It's hard to put a number on it. We wouldn't settle for less than the years my brother had been alive. Oh my god, that's true, Fika. I'm so sorry. It's just so awful to like even think about. Like, I'm just speechless. What? It's just me? You mean here? Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. And it's no AB right now. It's just me. Maybe should I wait till he gets back? No. I do have to send. Also, thank you guys for all the new followers. You guys are the best. Okay, here it goes. And AB just arrived, so that's good. Also, let me put this. Thank you. Oh my god, you're the best.
You said I'm the best. Great. Safe. Yes, y'all are safe. 455 viewers. I'm so proud of you. Fucking juicer, my dude. Yeah, I got you cotton candy Dippin' Dots.
So much.
I got you fungus.
Thank you.
And I got you Carmelo.
Oh my god, you're the best. Wait, can you cover me for just a
And I
second?
got you Altoids.
No, you didn't.
I got you lip gloss.
Here, can you cover me for just a minute?
Can I cover you for just a minute? Okay. Yo, what's up, fam? How you doing? Is the freezer not working? I don't know. I'll check it. What I get? Actually, Lena, can you hand me my ice cream and a spoon while I'm waiting? I got Oreo ice cream. Dude, guys, I've been losing weight like crazy. It's insane. I haven't been working out, but when I was working out every day for the Creator Clash, I wasn't losing weight. But now, it's in there. Now, is your fridge running? Yeah, the fridge is running, but the freezer's acting weird. I've lost 6 pounds since the Creator Clash without working out and eating like shit. I don't know what is going on. Oreo ice cream. You're losing that muscle weight? That fast? That fast? There's no way. Wait, is that actually a thing? I mean, I'm sure it's a thing, but that fast? There's no way. I'm already back to being a little bitch. Freezer is lagging. Holy shit, I still got a fucking... That's so weird. This whole thing was bruised, and now it's just here. Interesting. You've always been, thank you. Muscle cells die, fat cells simply deflate. Beer looks on point. Still patchy, but thank you. Mix of losing muscles and also get a dramatic change in routine so your body checking in. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Forgot about that fucking thing. That was the first time I think I've ever jumped in my fucking life. You know what I think it was? I think it's that you walked up behind me, Lena, and I felt like I was being fucking assassinated. Thank
Whoever
you.
did that,
Iconic tattoos, thank you.
Thank you so much. You scared the crap out of me. I was walking right up to it, and you did it right when I was next to it.
And I was eating ice cream, and I'm very vulnerable right now, and you took advantage of that. But thank you.
Yes.
Are you done?
$473 viewers, you guys.
Thank you. Hold the court. All right. Lena told me to hold the court. Is the cam going dark for anyone else? No, it's for everyone. It's on auto, which has its benefits because Lena's not as familiar with using a camera, but at the same time, this shit happens. Anytime there's any like fluctuation, auto adjust. All right, Lena, so you coming over here so I can pig out on my own, or Thank you for the sub, you voodoo. Hi, AB. Hello. Let's see this clip. Checking in. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Damn, you got both of us. That was the first time I think I've ever touched in my fucking life. What flavor of ice cream? Oreo. Lena, what is you doing, girl? She's coming. Hello, Ninja voice. Yeah, I'm just trying to eat off cam. A long day, guys. I felt sick today during leftovers. I walked away for a little bit because I wasn't feeling well. I just sat in the on the bathroom floor, the dirty ass bathroom floor, just because I don't know. Wasn't feeling good. Anyways, Lena, been fun. It's been real.
Who's ready for a scary movie? I am. That does feel better, AB. Yeah, he really wasn't feeling well today. Hello again, guys? What? So when we were driving home today, I drove so that AB could sleep because he wasn't feeling good. And so he was like laying in the back seat. And then I came to a stop at a red light. And then I heard like a loud thud in the back. I thought something fell. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, sorry, what fell? It was him. I felt so bad when it was so funny. He fell. Yeah, he was laying in the back seat, and I don't remember even coming to an abrupt stop or anything. I just stopped at a red light like normal. Amy, they said that the ring cam, get it. Damn. Oh man, what a missed opportunity. It was so funny. I turned around and I saw his butt up in the air. And his body was like completely off of the seat. And he like climbed back up onto it. Oh, thank you for reminding me about that, AB. That was such a funny moment. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, sorry. I do have to respond to this. Um Sorry about that, guys. Where were we? Oh, my hair looks beautiful. Did I get it cut? No. But thank you so much. I didn't cut it recently. AB's a bold man and artist. I can't say in words how much I love and respect him. Thank you, Nova. Good night, Dr. Pepper. See, I noticed, Dr. Pepper, earlier in chat, you said you were scared. Is that why you're leaving? Well, let's continue, guys. Dr. Pepper, we will see you next time. Here it is. Horror short film, Other Side of the Box. Oh, they said yes. We'll be right back to true crime next time. Here we go. Other Side of the Box. Hey, Sharon.
Yo, careful. You're cutting that broccoli awfully short, you know?
You just keep your eyes on the sauce, sister. I got the broccoli under control.
Sister?
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, you better believe I am not to be trifled with.
Well, god damn it, that broccoli is not to be trifled with either.
Oh, hey, the sauce, you cannot let it burn. Recipe says stirring constantly, I swear.
I swear, if any of those 2-inch broccoli end up on my plate, you're getting it. I have to deal with a...
Oh, yeah. Avery sent me it. Right, yeah, Avery said it was okay. Right, Avery? Did we have this discussion last time when you sent the link? They're acting kind of cheesy. Maybe turn up in subtitles? Got it. It's all good. Okay, cool. Turn up for you guys? And subtitle. Oh, no subtitles available. Sorry, guys. Oh. Also, hey, to all the first-time chatters. Oh, let's do it.
Disappointing 2 inches enough as it is.
You are bad. Ugh, that's why I like you.
Okay, is the cheesiness supposed to contribute to the eeriness?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Avery says I would never send the DMCA shit.
I mean, all 2
He
inches
knows.
of me anyway.
Oh, God.
Huh? Baby says king.
Well, it's not a bad 2, I guess.
Do I
Maybe
hear-
2.5?
Do I hear 3?
You're getting me wet.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
No, Jesus, you're getting me wet.
Owlboy, thank you for the prime subby.
Alright, I'll get the door. You save the sauce. Oh, shit.
What?
It's Sean.
What is he doing here?
I don't know.
Oh, I really don't want to see him right now.
I got it. Sean? Long time, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Ben, this is a bad time.
No, I was just, no. Yeah, sorry, do you want to come in?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great, thanks. Your mom told me where you were at.
Oh. Oh.
This is a nice
Okay, chat is very suspicious of Sean and Sean's in general.
place.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Where are you at now?
Same place.
Oh, cool.
I'm really sorry everything went down.
No, it's water under the bridge.
He's dating Sean's
Is she
ex.
here?
Oh no, she's at her parents' house right now. She's decorating.
Oh. Great. Look, I just want to give you this.
Sean, you.
Sean.
Can I get you a drink or something?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah, yes. Can you just do me a favor though?
Yeah, of course.
Can you open it?
Yeah, of course, man. Let's open it.
And open the box first. The card will make sense after.
Just leave, Sean. How's it so dark?
All right, I don't get it. Is it supposed to? Sean?
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
It's a curse. It's a curse box, and he left it with him.
What happened?
He left.
What's that?
A box.
Well, no shit. Ben? Ben.
You can't. It's not shining.
Ben.
I need something.
What? Well, that's odd.
No kidding.
Don't. He gave this to you?
Yeah. There was a card.
Yeah, open the letter.
Dear Ben, I'm sorry about everything before and everything now, but I had to give it to someone.
I told you it's a curse.
I don't have it all figured out, but I know it can't move while you're watching. Whatever you do, don't take your eyes off of it. It wants you to look away.
Oh my god. I'm so shaky.
Hello?
Oh my god, Evie, you have to see this.
Hello? I'm calling Sean.
Don't take your eyes off him. Oh my god, you guys, I feel like I can't take my eyes off of him. Or something's gonna happen to me.
Hey, this is Sean. Leave a message. Sean, hey, it's Ben. Look, I don't know what this thing is that you gave me here, but, call me back. Now.
Oh my god.
Why is it looking at you like that?
I don't know.
What do you think it wants?
I don't know.
Call him again.
Hey, this is Sean. Leave a message.
What do you think it
I
wants?
said I don't know.
Why is it looking at you like that?
Sean, hey, it's Ben. Look, call me back.
Is the head talking?
Now. We're getting out of here.
Don't take your eyes off of him.
Rachel.
We can't. We're not supposed to look away from it.
DD Dabs, thank you for the gifted. Yeah, okay, someone said, God, what year is this? Why aren't they making a TikTok? Why, like, why are they just, they're not even, like scared or anything, or, like, what the hell is going on? But, you know, at least it's nice Sean gave them a note. He gave them a heads up.
What happens if we do?
That's what we need to find out. Just for a second. Okay, we need to know what we're dealing with. On the count of 3.
Oh my god.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
No, no, no!
Could have been worse.
What? What do you want?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Just Ben. Don't let him leave the house.
It can't move as long as you're looking at it, right? That's what it says?
Yeah.
I'm gonna find Sean. I don't know why he did this, but I'm gonna find out.
He's gonna take the box.
One of us has to stay and watch it.
What? No. Don't leave me alone here with this thing.
It's fine. We don't even know what it is, okay? It could be harmless.
Oh, she's so dead.
Is that what you think?
She's gonna be in the box next. Oh. No way he expects her to just sit and watch
No,
it.
it has to be me, right? You heard what Sean said.
Not let you leave the house. That's exactly what it wants. Just be quick.
Real quick.
Oh, she's brave. I could never do this.
Hey, this is Sean. Leave a message.
I know. I already talked to her.
Hey, this is Sean. Leave a message. Hey, this is Sean. Leave a message.
Sean, answer the phone. I don't know why you did this, but I'm gonna find out. And told us what you said. I don't know what I could have possibly done.
What are you talking about?
Sean, why haven't you been answering?
What did you just say?
Why haven't you been answering the phone?
No, you just said it told us what I said.
Yeah, it spoke. Or echoed. It told us what you said.
What I said? What do you mean? Who's us?
Come on about me not leaving the house.
Ben, I didn't tell it to do anything. I didn't even know it could speak.
Sean, what's going on?
Ben, it's lying to you. I don't know why, but it lied to you.
Why did you give this to us?
Us. You keep saying us. Who's us?
Us, man, me and Rachel.
She was at the house. Ben, where are you right now?
I'm coming to you.
No! You have to keep your eyes on it!
I know, Rachel's watching it.
No, Ben, you! God damn it, I gave it to you! You have to keep your fucking eyes on it!
Rachel! Oh my god, you guys, I feel like I can't take my eyes off the screen or I'm in trouble. Ah.
Ben, don't go back. Don't you go back there!
Oh my god, Rachel's dead. Oh my god, you guys, Rachel's dead. He doesn't even look frightened or panicked. Or distressed. Not the basement!
Rachel?
Not the basement!
Yeah? What's up?
Where's the box?
Come on, Ben, you know what's going on. Just leave. You guys. be Rachel's body.
I see you. I see you.
You let him get away. No, no. They get closer and closer if you close your eyes. Run, Ben, run. I can't do this. Rachel, help. Oh, oi, oi. Oh, oh. You guys, I'm so. I pushed the wrong button. I was gonna say. First of all, thank you so much to Megan for the gifted. I was gonna say, I'm so glad they didn't show us the end. What happens? I didn't want to see. That was so crazy. Oh, yeah. I almost ended the stream. I said that gifted was attempted murder. Oh. Yeah. You guys, that was a crazy ending. Seriously, Avery, thank you so much. I love to watch spooky shit like that. Like, it gets me. It really gets me, but I don't know. I love the thrill of it. It's weird. So, thank you so much. What a fun little watch after a long night of true crime. Yeah, that was a really good short film. I feel like a lot of like scary movies and things like that these days, they're really not that scary. But that was very eerie. We don't know what happened to Rachel. But I guess we just assume she died. Wow. Lena, if you like this kind of stuff, you'd really like Inside Number 9. Put it in the Discord maybe, so I don't forget. But thank you for the ideas, guys. Ooh. Sorry, guys, just a sec. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna call it now. I do still have some stuff to do, but I love you guys so much. That was so much fun. Oh, before I end, let me just see something. 79 followers today. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys all next time. For tomorrow, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for Jersey Shore. I know a few of you guys are popping into the stream today asking for watching Jersey Shore. So not tonight, but tomorrow. Before we end, let's all raid the Rising Star of the Year, Brogan. So everybody, all aboard the raid train. Yes, Jersey Shore tomorrow. I will see you guys then. It's gonna be so much fun. 476 people in here. Can we get a few? There's 230 viewers ready to raid. Can we get it to 300 for the homie Frogan? Am I gonna get dolled up for it? I don't know. Let's see. We'll see if we dress up for it each time. Okay. Good night, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.